take a screenshot, dude. Okay, guys, fuck it. You guys want to know? Okay. So I'll tell you how the build works. I'll finally tell you how the build works, because it's confusing a lot of people. And I'll explain how it works. So the TLDR is you're getting full RCR every single node. You're coming out getting RCR. We skipped raise conservation because that makes the bar go black, which is bad. I would love to get this, but you can't get it. You're literally pathing through this because you have to, unfortunately. You can go crit with this build, by the way. So a way of quadrupling my damage or tripling my damage would be going full crit and then optimizing crit. Because, spoiler alert, I'm not doing ailment damage. I'm doing hit damage, guys. We're going more resource cost reduction, max willpower and rage, absolutely overpowered node. I don't know why it's there, but it's just there. This node does nothing. Ailment chance, obviously, ailments are good. Now the question is, why are ailments good? Why are ailments good? So when we were testing in offline mode before the servers came up, fucking around with Bleeding Edge, my favorite ability, and we're testing all the different runes. Might be a little bit confused. But yeah, there's this thing called here, Despotic Perseverance. So, if you're wondering why, when I started stasising, my damage went up, like, it like, you notice that I didn't just double my damage. It like quadrupled my damage. And that's because this node here, this node right here, gives you 20% more damage per ailment stack. So now you do the math here, right? So I've been running around just doing 60 ailment stacks. You added another 30 from stasis. You added another 30 in from shock. You added another 30 in from burn. You added another... this node right here, so you guys are all spoken out about the fucking shield node like a bunch of retards. You were going, oh my god, shield node! This is like 2,000% damage. Okay? This is like 20 multiplied by like 240 or something. Yeah. This is the broken node. This is the broken. So now, okay, damage per ailment stack. How do we do that? Okay, how do we do that? So we get 20% more damage per ailment stack. Ailment chance. Oh shit. Ailment chance score. Plus 5 max ailment stacks. Plus 5 max ailment stacks. You inflict 2 extra ailment stacks. You get the idea, right? Oh, you can now apply 2 ailments with each fucking ability. Oh, extra ailment score. Oh, now you do double ailments with more ailments. Oh, guess what? 5 more ailment stacks. 5 more ailment stacks. Just fucking insane damage reduction. Oh, this one just makes this ailment literally double your damage. No, 2.2? This one, I didn't even get this. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's fucking retarded.
Thanks for a fucking nice stream.
Jesus fucking. Then it's like, you know what?
The Pega build not even good.
20% damage per 30. It's not good enough. Let's just make it do double your damage as well. Then multiply that by an extra fucking 1.2. And then it's like, okay, how do we solve the rage problem? We go up here, and we get fucking this right here, Child of Fury. It's fucking badass. You just passively regenerate. Really, really nice, because you're stacking RCR. This was the dream node. I didn't think it was possible at first, but then when I realized that the RCR was additively stacking, I knew that eventually, if I got perfect gear, I would be able to do this. And yeah, okay, we got perfect gear. I got to the point where I can literally just sit here, spamming an attack. That's double damage. So this just doubles your damage again, right? And remember, you're doubling the damage that's getting like multiplied by fucking like 12,000% or something stupid, right? You're doubling that. So it's like 12,000 times 2, right? And times 2 again. And you get the idea. The numbers start getting stupid. They're just fucking stupid. Then this is like a little 1.2 multiplier. It's not really big. I'm getting all the movement speed nodes, obviously, so that way I can move fast. You can see 5% movement speed. I'm just stacking movement speed. You see my character just runs, like he just kind of sprints. That's because I'm just stacking movement speed nodes. Block is for just multiplicative damage reduction. This here, I think, is not good. This doesn't seem to work. I think what's happening with this is like it would be good, but it's not functioning as a multiplier. its function, because if it's functioning as a multiplier, this would be double my damage as well, right? This would just double my damage. But I think what's happening is it's just adding into the pool of additive damage. And now when it comes to additive damage, we have fucking 2000% from Bane of Tyranny, right? Now, which is not anything, right? Bane of Tyranny is like all these fucking retards in chat. Oh my god, Bane of Tyranny! Bane of Tyranny! Oh my god, you're using the shield node! Oh, the shield node! Oh no! Oh, the shield!
I can't do that.
This is the OP node. This makes the shield node look like a fucking micro pain. But now, obviously, if you have this gigadam fucking node selected, and then you multiply it with Bane of Tyranny, yeah, 2000% damage on top of your fucking 12,000% damage, right? Do you understand? And then this is how we're starting to get to absolutely obscene damage amounts, right? Because we have this extra yeah. And this is obviously 50% increased damage multiplied by the block chance of your shield. So basically, the higher your block chance of your shield is, the more fucking retarded it gets. We then speaking of this because it just doubles the aura of your main chest and your helmet. It just gives you defense, which you don't need, by the way, because you can just go full toughness. And then obviously we've come over here to get extra max willpower and rage, because this makes it much easier to sustain rage above 750, right? You can imagine if you have way more, it's just easier to sustain. And it means you can get more value out of your shit. You like your rage potions and your shouts, because you don't like over generate. Zoom out. Let's see the tree again. Yeah, so this is the tree right here, and then basically so the reason why this build, like, people couldn't figure it out is because everyone thought I was doing ailment damage because I was stacking wisdom, and everyone was trying to scale ailment damage. And then they thought, but when I wasn't actually doing ailment damage at all, I was doing ailment chance. I was doing ailment chance because all I wanted to do was inflict as many ailments as possible to get this node fucking juiced up, because this node is so busted. So we're saying it's not a bleed build. We know it's a bleed build, right? You inflict bleeds. The bleeds just do like 0.0001% of your damage, and the poisons do like 0.0001% of your damage. Yeah. And anyway, and the reason why when I was using Bladestorm, it's because I added another 30 ailment stacks on, because I was under the impression that you could only have your two strongest ailments ticking at all times, and all the rest would be like disregarded. But that is fake news. And then when I realized that, I was like, oh, well, this is just dumb. And that's when I just started insta-giving like the highest content in the game. Like literally, like we were doing 187 bosses and like just snapping them, right? 200 million life just dead instantly. So, and that's because you can just do infinite ailments. And that's why I'm saying, okay, if you really want to just break the fucking game, just get as many passive ailments as possible. Fucking spec into this node right here, and then just incinerate anything, right? And now still using that bug node, so it's not a bug node, right? So retard in chat, it literally says this, and that's what it does. And this is the node that's like bugged, but it's not bugged. It just says increases damage per ailment stack, but you just don't know. Like, you look at it and you're like, okay, let's see here. This gives me 30 crit damage. Cool. Sweet, dude. This one gives me 60% weapon damage. Poggers, right? Oh, yeah, this one just increases my damage by, like, literally 12,000%. Yep. Obviously, that's building your entire character around it, right? Just by default, it would be like... By default, what, 10 stacks of ailments times 20? By default, it's just 200% damage.
Got you.
Just by default, it's just just 200% damage. Okay, now go kill something. Well, I mean, I'll do one map, I guess. We'll do one last map. We'll just do one last antenna map, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about.
Welcome to the Purple Phoenix.
Okay, move speed. I'll explain to you why it's working the way it's working. But yeah, that's why you can imagine why I was getting so tilted by all these guys spamming shield node, shield node, shield node. Oh my god, dude, using the shield node, like... when this was not even like it's like shield node is nothing. The shield node is nothing. I went my ass to the shield node. And it was really, just fucking, it was just triggering hearing these guys think they know, like, oh, they do damage to the shield node, bro. Oh, that's the good shield. It's like, dude. And that's why I could take off the fucking shield node. And it was really not even that big of a deal, right? I could take out the shield node and I could still absolutely shred bosses and shit. Because I could just use a 2-hander, which has high base damage. And then you fucking, you just have like your 12,000% multiplier, whatever the fuck it is from the, from having a bunch of ailments up. So now the reason why I've got like this on the bar is because this inflicts shock, right? So I'm inflicting 30 stacks of shock whenever I put this, whenever I'm using blood for blood. I'm doing this, which implies 30 stacks of stasis. And remember, every 30 stacks is 30 times 20 multiplier, right? 30 times 20 multiplier. Someone do the maths on that. So that means I'm at to like what? 120 stacks of ailments times 20? So the reason why I get my axes spinning, because my axes are like my base damage that's doing the hits. And then once my axes are out, I fucking pop my little thing and I spin like this. And then when I do that, that's when the extra 60 stacks of ailments go out. And then the double damage from the stasis hits as well. And then my damage just like quintuple, like it just goes nutty and you just anything dies. It doesn't matter, anything dies. Just test the game. And the idea behind the stats and how I'm gearing my character and why I'm gearing my character the way I'm gearing my character is I'm going for ailment chance. That's because ultimately I wanted to go crit, but then I realized, wait, I can just go toughness. Now the best version of this pot, like if you wanted to get the absolute best damage out of this build, you would go full block with full block chance and block immunity, and then you would go full crit. And you would dish that fucking dog shit node that's adding with a shield node. And you'd basically be immune to damage, and you'd be doing infinite damage. Fuck me, dude. So you see that when I don't have my ailments up, he wasn't taking that much damage, and then I put my ailments up, and then he just fucking insta-died. And it's not because the ailments are doing damage, because that's the big debate, right? It's because your ailment stacks give you multiplier, which makes your hits do damage. Which is why I care about flat weapon. Like how you guys thought I was scaling ailments when I was aiming for like flat weapon damage weapons? Beyond me. I keep saying I was going for ailment chance. I didn't even say I was going for ailment damage. I never ever say, whenever I say, why are you scaling ailment damage? I would never say, I always say I'm scaling range damage. Which people would interpret that as bleed damage, but actually it was, no, it's a flat. Which, you know. But you can see, right? So now, wait, is this the boss? We get a boss here? We get a little mini boss here? Maybe? There he is. Okay, a little mini boss. Put my shit up. Do this. Okay, so we can do it to a big boss. And yeah, theoretically, right? So now what I'm thinking is, okay, we use a dagger, we use Mark of Impurity. That's another 30 stack ailment that's instant cast, which also has multiple damage multipliers built into it. And if you use that, right, on top of it, you're gonna get like another 30 stacks of ailments for free that you can instant cast on a boss. It's gonna be just pointless. You're gonna do too much damage. You're just gonna do too much damage. You're gonna do, there's literally no, you know. But I mean, if they don't nerf it tomorrow, right? Which is what I keep expecting them to nerf it, right? I've seen, because I've literally messaged the main guy. I've messaged the main guy telling him like this shit's OP and needs to be nerfed. Okay, let's see it. So that's 147 million life, by the way. 147 million life boss. So you do the math there. That was like mainly ramp, by the way. I ramped up, I went in, dropped my fucking shock chance, and then I did a little spin. And then he just died. So most of that was just like setting it up. You can imagine if you could passively get ailments going out, it's completely overtuned. Like, by I don't even know how they thought 20% per ailment was going to work whenever you can get to like 100 and how many ailments are there? You can theoretically have, you know, a 30 stack of bleed, a 30 stack of poison, a 30 stack of shock, a 30 stack of burn, a 30 stack of Weakness, a 30 stack of... You can generally get every 30 stack in the game, and every single one of those stacks is going to increase your damage by 20% more damage. Well, not relatively speaking, 20% more. Generally, every ailment you add on gives you slightly less relative damage increase, but you get the idea. It is still, you know, it's still nuts. But yeah, that's a secret build. Like that, there's no more the smoke and mirrors, boys. That's it. And that's why people couldn't figure it out. Even when they had my fucking tree, and even when they had my fucking stat passives, no one was looking at that node. Because that node was like fucking, I don't know, just a cooked node. Why the fuck would you ever go to that node? It's retarded. Why the fuck would you ever go to that node? I don't even, oh, 39%? Yeah. There it is, dude. There it is. Damn failing. Here you go. Your secret build, node layout, better skills, better nodes, Papa John's. The fuck is this? Quin 69's daddy PP slapping build. Toot toot toot. Tooty toot toot toot. I wipe my ass with the shield node. Oh, you guys can't even see the main part. I do. That's the thing, right? I literally like that. I was getting so tilted by people saying the shield node when it wasn't the shield node that was OP. So yeah, all you guys trying to copy my build, wondering why your build wasn't working as well. Oh my god, I got another axe. Are you serious? All you guys wondering why it wasn't working. Now you know, dude. Now you know. There you go. You can fucking spec that thing, and then the build will all of a sudden start doing damage. Which I feel like you should have figured it out by process of deduction. If you just copy my build exactly, copy my gear exactly, and then just like be like, huh, why am I not doing damage? And then just fucked around with their nose until you did damage. But yeah, feel free to, I guess, it's, I'm okay. I mean, whatever. Like, it needs to be nerfed. Let's be honest here. It needs to be nerfed. And, you know, if DMing the main guy doesn't get it nerfed, then fuck. Maybe Twitch Chat can get it nerfed. Did I just get another one? That's the same one. Maybe Twitch Chat can get it nerfed. You guys can all be gods now, too. How do you do more 2 elements? Only 2 can do damage. Nope. So you do more than 2 elements by doing skills. So for example, this does poison and bleed. This does stasis and bleed. This does shock and poison. And that's because the different nodes and the different skills, you can make them have different base damages. And all you need is ailment chance, right? And then if you have different ailment, as long as your ailment chance is high, because you have like ailment chance nodes on the tree, you can see, it just goes up.
What? Oh, it's you. Welcome back. I'm probably the wrong
You can only
person
apply
for
2 affliction.
recent developments.
Me fucking one-shotting the boss that has 150 million health says otherwise, fucking idiots. There it is, boys. There it is. There it is. That's cheating, to be honest. What? So, yeah. I don't know. Take it what you will. I totally agree with you, though. I totally agree with you. This node here, like, why there's a 0.5 node here and there's a 0.5 node. Like, it's a, like literally, he has 2.5 nodes. And like, what's that? Like, that's 0.5. Ah, it's 20% damage increase per.
How? How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? I'm so sick of this fucking company. The trash! Fix the game!
Look, actually.
It sucks! Play this shit! I'm fucking addicted! So I can't quit!
2, 3. What was 6 of me? That's the multiplier. That's the multiplier from that node. With 4 elements. So, you got like 30% damage increase, 90% raise cost. Cast of the cursor. Continues to spin, extra duration. 60% dam. 40% crit chance. 5,400% increased damage. It follows you as you move. 30% damage. Yep, and yep, increases over time. Hey, what the? What are they actually thinking? 20% damage. 20% damage. 2,000% damage. Oh, still mage again. Peewee is dying. Oh my god, don't be ridiculous. That's not base damage. No, that's not base damage. No. So people are misinterpreting this. It's not base damage. This does not give you flat damage. This is increased damage by 50 multiplied by your block chance. It's just really, really poor wording. Really, really poor wording. We literally looked at the fucking code, retards. Stop disagreeing with it! Bro! How do you think we know? How do you think we knew that the fucking ailment stack was 20% per stack? Because we looked at the code, and you could see it was 20% per stack. Jesus Christ! Yo, thank you so much for chilling out today, though, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow, hopefully this build's nerfed. We are doing...
You are welcome here.
We are doing an Uber Boss Expedition. I'm going to do all 3 tomorrow. All 3 Uber Boss Expeditions tomorrow. I might do some group gameplay. I don't know, some fucking... I'm at the point where, like... I don't think I'm going to grind to level 90. I think it's retarded. Like, why am I going to grind to level 90? I'm going to do all the in-game. We're going to pimp out a guy. Hopefully the build's nerfed tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But
Livewire_JPD.
till next time. Till next time. Peace the fuck out. Have a good one. And I'll see you later, team. Have a good...